My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn up the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to
Second and 9 from the 44. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 22 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A give running left, it's Washington. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're going to try and throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get it to Washington, running left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come back in! Come back in!
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
He'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Touchdown, Chargers! From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Gone by, second quarter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 13. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the counter with Washington. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Washington's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there to Charger 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 4. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They'll set up to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On the stick. Mustang 19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll run. It's Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
46, Raiders 18.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now here's a carry heading left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready, ready. 18, pioneer.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself,
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
and the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the